Titans League Season 2 action. We got Ganji against Jordan. This is Platinum League. And, well, the last time I think these two faced up, I think Jordan won, but the previous time Ganji swept him in the build-up to Red Bull, I believe. And that was like one of Ganji's big like moments where he's proving that he can compete on the top stage. Also, winning his group in Gold League last season of Titans League. So Ganji is a force to be reckoned with. He's gone for Franks here. And we have Hindustanis on the other side for Jordan. Jordan, pretty wallable base here. Actually, really nice base setup. You see how these two wood lines here? You can wall in between those. The gold is always going to be forward. That's the way it's scripted. You can see the gold here from Ganji also being forward. But if you have back options, you can kind of delay to take that. Unfortunately for Jordan, he's got a sheep back here, but it looks like he'll find it. And he's got a bunch of wood that he can take. Ganji also with some wood options. A little bit harder for him to wall at the front, but he should be fine. Where's Ganji from? Sweden. He is Swedish. He's a Swede. He's a Swede. I don't like the. I don't love this lumber camp. Can they fit? Can she fit back there? I don't love it. Maybe if she could squeeze, she can squeeze in there, but she's choosing not to. I feel like one tile more would have been fine, but I guess he wants to like, I don't know. Maybe he wants to double stack this with lumber camps. I don't know. Best show was Twin Peaks. Best show ever was TJ Hooker. Just a big William Shatner guy. Did anyone watch Boston Legal back in the day? Oh my god, that show is amazing. James Spader and William Shatner, like the best duo ever. Denny Crane. Best show ever was Hercules with Kevin Sorbo. No, Andromeda with Kevin Sorbo. Anything Kevin Sorbo. Denny Crane. It was so good. It was so good, bro. I still go back and watch scenes from Boston Legal. That was a great show. Isn't Kevin Sorbo a terrible person? I'm pretty sure everyone's a terrible person now. I'm sure that every single actor that you admire or love or liked in a role is a terrible person. Just assume that everyone is awful, and then you won't be disappointed. It's easy. Anyway, this Civ matchup, Hindustanis against Franks. It's not as lopsided as you would think. You would think Hindustanis would be severely favored because they have camels, and the Franks are supposed to go into knights, right? But the Frank player will usually mix in monks really early. They might go pikemen as well, forcing the Hindustanis into something else. And if the Hindustanis go into something like Ghoulam, which is the common option against pikemen, then the Franks can switch back into knights. And if the Hindustanis don't have camels ready, the knights will completely demolish Ghoulam. So it's all about timings, transitions here with these two civs. And the Hindustanis probably have like 60-40 in their favor, but it's not too extreme. Even Dave is a terrible person who scams us with arena games and not TTL. I was waiting for TTL. All right. It would have been a scam. Imagine I had left that game and then we found out that it ran 4.5 hours. Huh? Imagine if I left that game. Would you ever forgive me? That would have been a scam. That's the real scamaz. Both players on the way to feudal. Ganji trying to push in this deer. Jordan trying to prevent him from pushing in this deer. He gets one extra hit. Ganji almost gets a hit there, and the deer is going back. Ganji will have more HP on his scout when he gets to the next stage. But Jordan's going to get to the next stage earlier. And I think you just keep the, unless you're at full HP, you just keep the HP you're already at. So it won't actually add anything to his health value here. So good job from Jordan. They get a little bit of an advantage there. Those alerts are really loud. Titans League overlay. Yep. Thank you, Gymbox. Thank you. There it is. I was doing Clown Legion League yesterday. Apologize. Is T90 the second best American AoE 2 player? I think he is currently. I think it goes Daniel and then Tristan. But all right, couple spearmen here from Jordan. He knows that the Franks player is likely to go into scouts. It's kind of far away here, going into archers. Even with, I know that a lot of people choose to go into archers now with Franks, but feels like you just want scouts, get your walls down, and then make your way to Castle Age. And the stable's going to help you out a lot more than the archer range in this one, so he's pretty confident. Ganji was going scouts. Ganji is going scouts. And then Jordan is using the nice woodline setup to wall up his base. Needs to get a wall back here, but he should be fine. Ganji kind of doing the same thing as well. It's crazy there aren't so many great American AoE 2 players. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, in DM, there was a lot of great Americans. I know in Custom Scenario, there was a lot of good American players. And not in RM. I think it's just low attention spans. That's my theory. That's my theory. Because it's not like there's good Canadian players, right? And our cultures share a lot in common. I think one big difference is like console, which is so much more popular. Like console gaming is so much more popular in the States than it is in like Europe, for example. And it's still popular to this day. So I think a PC game like Age of Empires is going to struggle a little bit, but still, you think they'd have enough people that eventually someone's going to like make it to the top, right? What happens if scouts fall in the ice? Nothing. There's no funeral. There's no nothing. Nothing at all. Will you play AoE 2 on Xbox for the stream? I don't even have an Xbox. I've never owned an Xbox. They said I could like share it to my Windows Store account and play with controller via my computer. Let's see if that works. I don't know. Anyway, farms coming up. Didn't need to get the horse color upgrade, was Ganji, so he saved a little bit of resources there. Our Hindustani player already going for wheelbarrow, although Ganji with more farms. 8 farms only for Jordan and 12 farms already set up for Ganji. Still running around here with the scouts, and this is just a wall. Make your way up to Castle Age. Go knights, pikes, monks, camels, monks into something else. It'll be a while before we have any real action here, folks. Ganji has come out for his forward gold, though, which Jordan has not yet. Probably thinking about adding a TC to secure this. And he's actually making an outpost, which means he will be -5 stone. So he's going to have to go gather stone if he wants that third TC. But the outpost should be good. Is it a base or a prison for Ganji? I think it's a base. No wheelbarrow for him. Does have 3 villager advantage, but Jordan's about to click up. He's just missing that second building. Has to build it with 5 villagers, 6 villagers, and he's up to the Castle Age. Ganji will be completing the market, and then Ganji will click up likely once this is over and once this next vill is in. Are you going to delay your TC? You're going to stall out your TC so you can click up? That's what he's doing. Oh, 790, 800, go! Bop! There it is. Ouch. Dead scout, dead scout. Exposed gold. Jordan now completely controlling this middle area. Does Ganji see his back gold? He sees one little tile, yeah. he sees this one too. He's got really good exploration. Jordan also has good exploration. He should probably use these and go up to the top here. Let's see how many relics they see. Jordan sees 2 relics here. Ganji will see this relic, and he doesn't see the one at the top up here. Also doesn't see this one. That could matter too, because we will probably see monks in this Civ matchup. At least we usually do. Ganji's already making his way into spears here, and Jordan, well, he's added an archer range, so he knows what's going to go on. He's been in this matchup before. He knows it's probably going to be pikemen from Ganji. Needs something to counter the pikes. 1 archer range, I'm not sure is going to be enough, but he might go for a second one and might go cav archers. There it is. So 1 range cav archers, 2nd TC. I bet he's going to get greedy and go for a 3rd TC. And then maybe add that 2nd range, but we'll see. How do you change Fog of War in CA? I don't know if it's a pro feature. But I hit Alt F. And then if I want to change like the player point of view, I hit like Control 1 for blue, Control 2 for red, or Control 0 for Gaia. Although we can't see the birds anymore. They took away the bird line of sight. There's a whole list. If you just Google like Capture H hotkeys, or that should be in the options as well. There's a whole list of shortcuts that you can find. There's a lot of them. 1 cav archer is not really going to be enough to clear up all these spears. Even 2 cav archers is going to be rough. Looks like Jordan has only gone for the 2nd TC, and he's adding the 2nd range now. Ganji, on the other hand, is going for the 3rd TC. And Jordan is making this, well, he might even be making this a little bit easier for Ganji, just kind of slowing down his boom to go for these cav archers that can kind of, at the moment, be countered by low numbers of knights. And there's the first monastery from Ganji. Ganji's boom is going to be a little bit better than Jordan's to start off here. He's getting wheelbarrow right now. Husbandry coming in for Jordan, but 6 cav archers, not really a threat. Different birds have different lines of sight, I believe. I think they took away the line of sight for birds so that boars can no longer follow something when a bird was flying through. First villager pick. There it is. And Ganji decides to not run in here. He's not going to take that risk. He'll take his villager pick and go. Watch a wreck from Gaia perspective and trying to piece together what's happening in the game. What happens if someone just nukes all of the Gaia units? Oh no, he took the sheep. Yeah, cav archers not really doing too much right now, but he does have 10 of them now, and he can start adding in camels in front of the cav archers. So Ganji's gonna need to start adding in something else, or keep producing mass knights. He's only got 3 so far, and he's putting all of his resources into the economy. It's a risk from Ganji. It's a big risk. All this res going into eco and not into army, and Jordan is massing the cav archers. If Jordan ever gets some like siege or anything to help out against this TC, it could be really rough. While Gold Rush is open, or not, sorry, not Gold Rush, Ghost Lake is open at the front with exposed golds. The one thing that kind of keeps aggression away is the fact that you can't really go for a forward siege workshop anywhere around here. You can't build on the ice. You can only build on the sides here. And that makes it really, really awkward to get villagers forward and to find a good place. Because your opponent can usually shut it down since you're only pushing from one side and not from the front. Why didn't he choose to run in? I think he was concerned that Jordan, like, if you look at it, his point of view, right? TC here. He knows there's a TC here. And he saw the lumber camp here, and he can assume there's the TC back here. So even if he runs in, the only thing he maybe hit is the stone with the knights. Okay, scorpions. Trying to get some good damage. Camels are in here. Where are the monks from Ganji? There's a monk right there. That can help out against the camels. And the scorpions are just buying himself some time. Going for a stone wall here. Eco is looking pretty good. He's got 12 villagers queued. What's the farming economy looking like? 24 farms. It's pretty good. And now he's starting to add in extra stables for more night production. Jordan just has these cav archers to push him off pikes, essentially. And maybe snipe some monks. So it's a good heads-up play from Jordan to add those cav archers early. And he's not that far behind in eco because of it. It's like 8 villagers behind. And now he goes for the armor as Ganji is getting the second armor upgrade for his knights and continuing to wall off at the back here. Does he see that relic yet? He does. Okay. So he's got one relic. He can get a second one. And then he knows there's one up here as well. But there's a scout in the back. Oh, that could be so annoying. Could be so brutal. Okay. Ganji pushing out with the spearmen. Still no pikeman upgrade there. But he's done a good job with the scorpions. Like, he made now 2 more scorpions. What an investment onto scorpions here. And now, when you look at this army, the scorpions are going to add value against the camels. They're going to add value against the spearmen, against the cav archers. And you're going to have the knights in front. The monks there to support against the camels. It's not something we see very often. 6 scorpions being added in. But it could be really useful if he doesn't get wildly out of position like he is right now. Ganji, like, Ganji! It's fine. It's fine. Maybe you should stop making scorpions. You clearly don't... Like, he's making them because he sees the value, and then he forgets the value of scorpions because he sends them all out here to die. Why'd he do that? I don't think he realized he did it. I think they were probably patrolling this way. And then he was busy building the castle and doing other things, and then he forgot about it. Let's look at the villagers. Ganji, not that far ahead. He's getting husbandry now, and his eco is looking a little bit better than Jordan's, although Jordan has 44 farms. Excellent macro. Ganji's sitting at 37 right now. Jordan coming in with the camels. Imagine if Ganji had 6 scorpions right now. Would be pretty pog. Hindustani camels do attack faster, although there is a TC here and a castle helping out these knights. And there's some monks behind. The camels are all going to get cleared up. The cav archers are going to have to run away. And Jordan can't really push here. And now Jordan is down to 5 camels, 8 cav archers only. And Ganji still has some knights left over as he gets handcart, fletching. And he's about to click up to Imperial Age. Not the greatest fight ever for Jordan. Not the worst either. And he's come down here with a TC, so he's starting to secure the neutral golds, starting to slowly push his way over here. Basically has control over this side of the map. Might decide to go for a castle in this area. Remember how I was saying how difficult it is to fully kill your opponent because you can't build on this middle side? If Jordan manages to secure this area, it could be really nice. Also, could be great to come in here for raids, but it looks like Ganji is going to notice this right away. And Jordan doesn't even have ballistics. So he's not going to end up killing any of those villagers. At the same time, Ganji is like, okay, I know where your army is. I'm coming forward with mine. I'm going to wall behind this. Keep you out for a while and try and get some good counter raids in on your eco. Jordan, what the... Jordan! It's fine. As long as your opponent thinks you're walled, you're essentially walled. That house is very weak. His castle will go up, but not before he loses some villas, likely. It's not walled! Jordan realizes right away, though. He'll retreat to the TC. He's on the way to Imperial H now. Pikeman coming in for our Franks player. And the Cav Archers, well, they're a little bit stuck. And suddenly, Jordan doesn't really have anything if he loses the Cav Archers to counter Pikes or Halberdiers. And Ganji's killing some more villagers in the back. Jordan has to add in more Cav Archers behind this. He might just want to go Chemistry and Hand Cannon instead of adding in Cav Archers. But I guess he still has 1 minute and 20 seconds until Imp. And then it's like 1.5 minutes until Chemistry comes in as well. Adding in more Archer ranges. Camels, Cav Archers. Franks are just going Cavalier. Yeah, let's look at the neutral gold spots here. Jordan has taken this gold spot. Even if Ganji takes this back, there's going to be a lot of gold missing from those piles. And then the other neutral one is up here. So that is not good for Ganji. He does have his secondary back here as he tries to kill this camel and is going to lose maybe another villager. Yeah, he'll lose another one. Ah, damn. But he's only got this main gold. This one, and then this one. He has no neutral golds for himself. And Jordan got 3 relics. Hand Cannon. I like Hand Cannon better here than Cav Archer, but Jordan's just going to wait. He's going to get all of his techs in, and Ganji apparently is waiting for all of his techs too. Is he going to go Paladin? Do you just go Halb Paladin and bank on one big fight? Because Cav Archers aren't going to do shit against Paladin. They might... Paladin might just tank the damage from the Cav Archers and allow the Halbs to kill all the camels. More walls. Okay, it looks like he's coming out for raids with the Cavalier. Why are these sheep still here, Jordan? You took these so long ago. Okay, noticing this TC, and there's a castle from Ganji. Is the Cavalier going to come in for the raids? Does Ganji see that? He does, but doesn't send the Cavalier over there. He's trying to get into the base, and he's stopped Cavalier production completely. He's kind of stopped Halberdier production completely, too. He's just going for eco upgrades, expanding his farm eco a little bit. And trying to complete this castle. Jordan is going for a tower. Jordan has a camel over here. This castle is going to be a doubt castle. And Ganji is trying to get around. I don't know why the villagers were going that way, but they were. Oh boy. This castle is going to be denied. And Jordan has a massive military. 64 military. As Ganji tries to set up his eco. Ganji, you see this gold, right? It's fine. There's more bills coming. It's fine. It's fine. The castle will go up. It was all a distraction. It was all a distraction. This is the only thing that Ganji is paying attention to right now. Trying to get this castle up, trying to deny this gold. But like I said, even if he takes this back, there is not much gold here. There's 634 gold here. And there's more Cavalier in the queue. Man, Jordan does this all the time. This is the strength of Jordan as a player. He gets himself into a situation where in Imperial Age, he can just sit back and mass the military and get all his techs in. He has good decision making. And hopefully he has a better civ than you. And then he can push out with a big army. Jordan saving for Imp Camel. Imp Camel would be pretty good here. He's also got Heavy Cav Archer. Imp Camel, Heavy Cav Archer with Trebs behind. How can Franks beat that? There it is. Takes a minute and 30 seconds though. So it's a long tank. Relic's still on the map. No, Ganji picked it up, looks like. Light Cav coming in for Ganji. Still only 39 on farms. I thought he was expanding his farm eco. I guess he's not taking from a bunch of these. Ah, those were the villagers killing the... Makes sense. Those were the villagers killing... Or being killed at the castle. Can you dock on the ice? No, you cannot. You can't even dock here. You need... You can tell it's like a different type of ice terrain. But you need basically a shoreline to dock the water, and ice isn't considered a shoreline. Aren't they afraid the ice is going to crack? Nope. Ganji, why do you have this here, but you don't have him here? So weird. Paladin! Paladin versus Imperial Camel. He's hoping for one big fight, but I think this Paladin is like 4 minutes too late. What on earth? Did they just like agree that they were going to make their way into their ultimate composition, both of them? Just wait. Just hold. Hold on a second. Ganji's got to let Jordan know that he's still 1 minute and 10 seconds away from being ready to fight. Chattagny coming in now for Jordan. So that's going to give extra range to his hand cannons. And Ganji, well, Ganji's got 5 trebs. He's going to try and kill the trebs from Jordan. Or do you clear up the cav archers instead? It feels like you go after the cav archers rather than the trebs. Trebs aren't really doing anything once that castle's down, right? Does kill one of them. And still waiting for Paladin to come in. Camel's going down. That's a lot. Dude, 7 trebs for... Oh my god. What is this composition? He don't need no mangonels. He doesn't need no bombard cannons. None of that scorpions. He already lost those. He doesn't need those either. Just have trebs to deal with the camels. And the cav archers. I like this. I like this a lot. Justice reigns from above. Exactly. Yo, Monk, Newbie, thank you for the resubs, guys. Or Newbie, thank you for the tier 1 welcome. Unpack the trebs. Unpack the trebs. Unpack the trebs. Justice reigns from above. Hand cannons are a problem, for sure. Imperial Camel's also a problem. Ripping through the Paladin right now. Trebs still moving forward. Ganji. Hello. The Trebs are Ganji. And Imperial Camels have done work against the Paladin. Cav Archer's trying to clear up the Trebs. The Trebs are just YOLOing against the castle. That castle stands no chance against that amount of Trebs. Looks like Jordan is going to attempt to repair, but look at this. Ganji is pushing him back. Halberdier Paladin pushing back the Imperial Camel Cav Archer composition from Jordan. He's mixing in hand cannons now, but Ganji is not a believer in trickle trebbing. He's just going to push his way across the map. And Ganji going for a forward castle. I told you. Paladin have a window. I thought it was too late for that window, but maybe I was wrong. Paladin now engaging against the hand cannons. Paladin do a lot of damage. They're fully upgraded. Hand cannons are going to die here. Hand cannons are going to die here. Jordan's having problems massing. Ganji's coming forward with the castle, and he's going to start building it now. And he's got all of these treads. Bro! What on earth? What on earth? Jordan running out of cav archers. Running out of camels. There's only one on the field. He's going pikemen now. Hindustanis don't get halb any longer. And only 9 hand cannon. Ganji's won this game. What the... What did we just witness? What a pushback. 3 trebs dying over here. There's another treb under that castle. This treb is going to die because Jordan doesn't have murder holes for that castle. He doesn't quite snipe the treb from Ganji. Now Ganji is all over his eco, and I'm sure Jordan is just as confused as everyone else is. Ganji saving up for the right moment. Hal Paladin. I think the most important thing about this, though, was that he saved 7 trebuchet. He pushed away the trebs from Jordan. And then he took the fight and he just went in. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Jordan had heavy cav archer, hand cannon, Imperial camel with all of the upgrades. More relics, more access to gold, and a forward position. And in the span of about 3 or 4 minutes, what time stamp are we on? 49.55, right? Let's go back to 44.44. That's when the battle really started. In the span of 5 minutes in game time, Ganji lost his castle and then completely GG Jordan. Incredible. Let's go, Ganji. Stall until hand cannon. Yeah, I think he should have done that. I think he should have done that as well. I think heavy cav archer was a mistake. Hand cannon probably would have been better. But, like, damn, dude. Crazy. Look at the resources collected. More gold for Jordan. More relic gold as well. Let's go, Ganji. As a backseater, I say Jordan should use mobility and raid. Yeah, Jordan definitely sat back. Like, he definitely let Ganji get back into that game. If he was raiding here while Ganji was expanding his farm eco, could have been good. If he went for a forward castle, might have been good, you know. But, I mean, even in that position he was in, he should still win from there. Should still win from there. And Ganji just out-momentumed him. Perfect. Ganji had like 1 win condition there. I need to win in 1 fight. And he did. Dude, that was sick. Let's go. Let's go. I said before this, I said I'm feeling Jordan might lose. It was big, dude. As a future pro player currently climbing the ladder, I just hope both players have fun. A future pro player. Okay, FM. Yo, Mr. Newbie Me, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Thank you. You just tier 1 as well. He's a new sub and he just gifted 5. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Welcome. And another one to he gifted to El Bison, which is a really good gift sub because that was my tour guide in Heidelberg. Hope you're doing well, Bison. That was a good day. Warlord Ray, thank you for the 10 months, dude. Welcome back. Happy New Year to you as well. Dave, what should I eat for lunch? Nothing. Bruh. Coffee? Yep, that's my lunch of choice. All right, they're going to Shoals. I think I've only ever seen this map in Empire Wars. I haven't seen this map in RM. I wonder how it plays in RM. Because you have the fish, but there's no deep fish. It's all shore fish. So I wonder if, like, in Empire Wars, we know that the shore fish aren't that valuable. Oh, it's deep fish now. Oh. Oh, they've changed. He's changed the map. T90's only gone and changed the map. So it's now some deep fish along with some shore fish. Still with a sea tower. Players will likely go and dock here, and that's why we see Japanese here for Ganji. And then Mongols for Jordan. We still have the golds and stones and whatnot. It looks like there's a little bit more space now on the other sides of the golds and stones. And it looks like the map is actually... It feels like the map is smaller than it was in Red Bull. Position of the sea tower was also changed. Yeah, it looks like this used to be over here is now in the middle of the map. Same with the other player. Water looks smaller? Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? So the entire idea of the map has changed a little bit now. We still have the golds in these spots at the top and the bottom. Still have fairly wallable bases with lots of wood and stone and gold safe. But now the water is actually kind of important, where it wasn't so much before until late game map control. Now the water actually has deep fish. And it has a lot of shorefish, but the shorefish are very slow gather rates. So you always want to go for those deep fish, and you want to probably find an area where there are deep fish. Unfortunately for Jordan, he can't see any of them. He's going to bring his scout. Oh God, they're so far away, dude. They're so far away. Let's look for Ganji. Ganji's got a much better seed. You can see 1, 2, 3 deep fish. Still not super close, but he's going to be able to fish from those. I think tier 3 and 2 have a lower percentage of the money going to Dave. No, tier 3 and 2 subs have more percentage going to me. That wouldn't make sense if they didn't. Tier 3 is like 70% or something. Tier 3 really doesn't make sense. Unless you want the emotes. Or you're just being really, really generous. Because that's a lot of money going to Twitch every month. Will it be annoying to task the fishing ships to avoid shorefish? No, not really. I mean, you're going back to your dock anyway, and it takes a while for the fish to be expired, right? So it's just like anything else. There's always shorefish near your dock. It's the same theory. Ganji won a game of Jordan? Oh, you forget the Wallerlow qualifiers where Ganji beat Jordan. I think he swept Jordan. And yeah, he won in a position he definitely shouldn't have won in. Ganji is a really good player, guys. Don't sleep on Ganji. Don't sleep on him. Are you allowed to predict as well? Am I allowed to go into my chat and win my points for predicting games? No. Mods aren't allowed to predict. Otherwise, if mods were allowed to predict, oh man, there'd be so much corruption in the system. So much. I can't trust Exocep with that power. They are, but they can't pay out. Oh, so you can't pay yourself out. Ah, I get it. So if you predict, you can't. Ah, I see. Okay. That makes sense. Jordan only has 1 Vil, and there are 6 Water Buffalo under this TC. If Ganji knew that, he would have gone in to lame those. That would have been great. Jordan going for a second dock now. Ganji's already on the way up to the feudal age. But Jordan is significantly faster here with Mongols. That's the advantage of having Mongols. And Jordan actually went up with no loom. He was using the sea tower, which is pretty strong. We have 7 attack, and I think it fires 3 arrows. So you got to stay away from that. Using the sea tower to protect his villager forward from the scout. He gets loom now, and he's going into the double galley approach. Against Japanese, double galleys is probably a pretty good approach, right? Also, you're pretty far away. It's really hard to kill Japanese fishing ships with fire galleys, and a lot of people just opt to go for the galleys right away. Exocept is absolutely democratic. He accepts all bribes. Yep. Any form of payment. Christmas presents. Lifetime subscriptions. Socks. He's down with it. So it's galleys for Ganji. Jordan running right into that sea tower. And you can see only with 2 hits. Already doing significant damage here. 31 damage. 2 hits at that sea tower. So Jordan's got to respect that. Does the sea tower range the land? It gets to like here. It's 8 range, right? No, it's 6 range. Sorry. No, it's 8 range. 8 range, yeah. Why does it have the projectile count under the range? Shouldn't it have it under the attack? It's weird. Can we create a new sea tower? No, you can't make a sea tower. You can't build a sea tower. You can only see the tower. You can't build it. Ban Ominous? Gymbox. Ominous isn't even here. He's catching strays. Oh my god. Whoop whoop to yourself. Thank you very much, Chancer. Thank you for the 3 months. Okay, so Jordan has more on food currently. He's taking these water buffalo. We still have some of those available for a Japanese player. Neither player has gone for a mill yet. And they're both just kind of focused on the galley wars here. Can you repair it? I would assume so, yeah. I wonder what it would cost to repair, though. I think it would only cost wood, likely. I think it would only cost wood. Okay, so Ganji is still queuing up galleys. Jordan's still queuing up galleys. Fletching is in for Jordan. No fletching for Ganji. And Jordan is going to discover these galleys sneaking around this side, or will he? I think he saw that, right? Yeah, and he's going to try and cut him off. But Ganji, oh, I thought he was going to sneak around that way. He's patrolling here. He's trying to be sneaky. I think, like, Town Watch would kind of be big here, right? That would extend the line of sight of your sea tower. I think that'd be nice. You could see the movement from these ships a little bit quicker. Also help you out if your opponent's going for, like, an archer range or something else. This map plays out so differently. Standard RM versus Empire Wars so far. This is the first map, or first time I've watched it on Standard RM, and Jordan is diving under the sea tower. Uh-oh. He's going to get a snipe, but he loses a ship in the process, and he lost all of his fishing ships over here to the galleys from Ganji. So Ganji is off to a fantastic start here, and Ganji didn't even have fletching. Good judgment there to just keep 3 boats back, or 4 boats back, or whatever it was. Let the sea tower do the work, and then sneak over here with your 4 ships and snipe the fishing ships from Jordan. And Jordan is adding in more fish. Ganji getting fletching now, coming forward. Jordan still hasn't killed 2 fishing ships from Ganji. I mean, great start already. If he wins the water, it's fantastic. He can add fish, but unfortunately for him, Jordan is already up to 400 on 400 food. Ganji is going for the full wall offs. Jordan already completing those. And now Jordan is coming forward with a barracks. Ganji. Oh. Jordan. Trying to escape with the villain. He does. He dangles. He dodges. He dips. He ducks. He dives. And he dodges. 850 wood for Ganji right now. If he ever clears this up, he can just start mass fishing in the middle. And he should probably put that wood into something, like a market or something. But right now he's kind of distracted. Also has gone for some archers. Didn't find this villager making the barracks. But he's going to sneak inside of Jordan's base maybe. With a few archers here. Jordan notices right away. Jordan also tracking this. And Ganji almost with 1,000 wood in the bag, bro. 1,000 wood. Build a market. Do something with that. Oh, man. Walling his archer into the back here, too. Big. You shall stay put. Whereas he's the reserve force. He's a reservist. We're saving him for an emergency. Like if there's an invasion of the homeland or something, that archer will come out. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ganji was doing so well. Now he sells all of his wood. Buys some food, and look at that. It's a magic trick, folks. You want to know how to go from not anywhere near to Castle Age to clicking up to Castle Age? Well, he's a magician. He's on the way up. Clever use of the market. Also hunting this last fishing ship from Jordan. Jordan has managed to clear the entire Navy except for 3 ships from Ganji. Ganji won't be able to extend his fishing eco. As Jordan managed to save this villager against the crocodile. That would have been really bad. Is there another one around here? Oh, there's one more, bro. And Ganji sending 2. Shh. Jordan is going for a stable on this side. Ganji is fully walled, even over walled. Also sending his archers back across, still hunting the fishing ships over there. And still not seeing the walls or the barracks yet. Oh, he doesn't know. But he is going for these 2 vills. Hopefully Jordan doesn't see this. Hopefully Jordan doesn't see this. They briefly saw each other. But that was after Jordan placed the TC. I don't think he realizes the vills are over here. He is sending galleys. But it looks like he's just patrolling, looking for those galleys. And he's still trying to clear up this stuff. So Ganji will get through here with the villagers. Ganji will still have 2 fishing ships alive. And Ganji will be up to the castle age shortly after Jordan reaches. Siege workshop, monastery. There's the monastery right there. Needs to be worried about these step lancers, though. What's the line of sight like on these things? Doesn't see it. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Tried to come out here maybe for a TC, but because he missed all of this stuff earlier, he'll lose the villagers coming out to this side. Eco KD is 4-3 in favor of Ganji. But a lot of that was the fishing ships he killed earlier. Now he does see the TC Foundation, and he is going to go for a siege workshop, also going for some monks, and has continued to continue to make galleys once he got to Castle Age. So he's still going to be contesting water and preventing Jordan from fish booming. Yo, Mr. Newbie, thank you for another 5 gifted, bro. Tier 2 subs? Wait a second. Thank you so much, bro. What? Mr. Newbie. He's a new sub today, by the way. And that's already 5 tier 1s gifted and 5 tier 2s? That's crazy. Jordan also up here, taking control over most of the map, but this is unfortunate for him, right? This is quite unfortunate. It's a siege workshop he just doesn't see. And now, oh, what a shot in a line. Looks like that was the second shot. Jordan tried to dodge, but he just ended up running into it. Ganji taking out 3 villagers that all had meat, I believe, in their arms. However, Jordan is in with the step lancers, trying to quick wall against step lancers. That's bad. And Ganji's going to lose a lot of vills here. Maybe? Does he lose a lot of vills? He lost like 3? And that's it? He needs the house wall here on the lumber camps. Do have 1 converted step lancer in defense. But he's got to pay attention to his home base. He's paying attention out here. He's going for another TC on this side. It's a lot of things to do on this map. It's a lot more complex in RM, it looks like, than in Empire Wars. Mr. Newbie with 5 gifted tier 3s, bro. He went 1, 2, 3. What the hell? Dude, thank you so much. That's so generous. Oh my god. Wow. Did Ganji trap in his own archery? He did. Mr. Newbie, thank you so much, dude. Wow. You got gifted by Mr. Ganji, or Mr. Ganji, Mr. Newbie. Thank you. Or thank him, please. Jordan running to this side, getting the relics as well. Ganji, though, is only 10 villagers behind right now. There's only 10 vills behind. Jordan does have better eco upgrades, but Jordan's forward base is being harassed, and Ganji is pretty safe on this side for the time being, and he's managed to clear up all the Step Lancers at his base. And Ganji snipes the Mangonel. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Jordan's in trouble now. Still got a really good eco behind this. But once this TC gets cleared up, he's kind of going to get kicked off of this gold. And then Ganji can take this military and start pressuring his base. How did Ganji win game 1? It was a really good pushback. It was just like a momentum play, Paladin and Halberdier. 7 trebs. He had a lot of patience. And even with Imp Camel Heavy Cav Archer, Jordan couldn't beat Paladin, Halberdier, and Treb. Uh-oh. I like the outpost here from Ganji. If you're going for a Mangonel push like this, and your opponent also has a Siege Workshop, making an outpost is really valuable. You can see that Mangonel like 1 tile before it comes into play. Gives you time to react, right? Okay. Even shots here. Ganji still has a repair villager there. Potentially heal up that Mangonel. Jordan's got a TC, so he will have repair villagers in the vicinity. Jordan is 11 villagers ahead now, and he's kept this TC alive, although it is soaking a lot of his resources. He's having wood issues because of it. Oh, Ganji with a good shot. Jordan coming forward with another Mangonel, though. And Ganji takes out the Mangonel from Jordan. Jordan still has this one alive. Ganji is running away with this villager. That was his repair villager. I don't know what on earth she's doing. He must have just hit, like, idle villager and then pulled her back. And now he's got redemption. Now he's got redemption. Now he's got redemption. Now he's got redemption. Jordan's in trouble. Jordan is in big trouble here, folks. He's queuing up Step Lancers, but one at a time. And now suddenly there's 4 Mangonels attacking this TC. He doesn't have another Mangonel coming out here. Wheelbarrow will come in. But right now he's just trying to buy himself enough time. And there's a second TC on this side from Ganji. Step Lancers are at the front of Ganji's base. But Jordan's going to lose these vills. And now Ganji has an opportunity to pressure this way. Jordan is going to go for a defensive castle, though. Should be really good against Mangonels. Or is it going to be aggressive? Is it going to be over here? Jordan does see the double TCs. He could go maybe for a castle like here somewhere. With the Step Lancers to back him up. Ganji is still busy tracking down these villagers. And there's the castle. There is the castle. The Mangonels are way out of position. And the Mangonels are going back to try and kill villagers. Bro, what is going on? Pressure. Step Lance are going to be converted. Actually deleted. And villagers, well... Villagers are AWOL. Where are they? He sees him. Okay, that's one way to try and even out the villager count. Convert them to your side. Jordan ends up deleting all of them. All of them. And now the TC is under fire from Ganji, and Jordan is just simply waiting with these Step Lancers. He's waiting to pounce. He knows the villagers are going to run away. The Step Lancers are still here, folks. Going in with the galleys, and he's going to lose all of his galleys. Ganji will lose some villagers there, though. And Ganji is just slowly making his way back to Jordan's base. However, if he's not paying attention, the Step Lancers could clear him up on this side. Going for another TC at the south. And Step Lancers are here. Ganji notices right now might just be a little bit too late, though. Oh, God. Maybe he can get a conversion. Feels like he's going to get a conversion here. He does get one conversion. It's a second one as well. Jordan's sitting at 72 villagers for 60 from Ganji, but Ganji has added in some extra fishing ships. Ganji now has enough stone for a castle. Jordan already queuing Mangadai. If we get late game here, these two civs, Mongols should crush Japanese. However, if Japanese have water control, it might be a different story. And now we see the castle coming up from Ganji, but the Mangadai are here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Only fletching on the Mangadai, which is something, I suppose. Ganji is trying to keep out Step Lancers and Mangadai, and now he's fully committed onto this castle. Like, fully committed. The Step Lancers gonna get in. Good walls here from... Oh, good walls! Goated walls from Ganji, but the castle's not going up. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, dude. Like, I know you have a whole compound here. You got a castle building compound. A gated community. But that castle's not going up. I'm sorry. It's just too many Mangadai, too many Step Lancers. It was a wonderful idea. But you should have been pressuring from this side earlier. A castle here would have done a lot more than a castle up there. 59 villagers for Ganji, 86 for Jordan. And suddenly, this game is not looking too good. Not looking too good for Ganji. Score difference? Yep, it's kind of big. I mean, the Eco KD is 38-6. So that'll probably... And the regular KD is 61-23. That'll probably tell you something about the game. Trying to convert the stable. His Ganji is kind of charging up conversions right now. He needs to pull 3 of these monks away, though. Jordan actually deletes that. I think I almost would have rather let him get it and have 4 monks out of faith. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mangadai coming in. Uh-oh. Mangadai coming in. Uh-oh. He only gets 1 conversion. And Ganji says, GG, well played. At the same time, he was being raided back here by Step Lancers. And that's the game. Jordan taking that one. 2 really good games in a row, honestly. I like the sneak here from Ganji. I love the early forward here from Jordan. Also, the early defensive battle with the galleys and then the sneak around to kill the fish from Ganji was great. But it feels like Jordan not going for the archers early just got a leg up in that game, and he got to Castle Age without having to sell like 1,000 wood. Whereas Ganji going for those archers, he didn't really do much value with them, or he didn't get any value with them whatsoever. And his build was kind of impacted, right? He was later to go on to food sources on the land, maybe distracted with some of the naval fights. And then, of course, this castle was great from Jordan, and this denial was really good too. The range forest survived? It did. It did. Maybe that made a difference. Who knows? Could have taken the deer. Good KD for Jordan. Really good game overall. I like the way this map plays out. So far, anyway, from one game. I think it's a lot more entertaining RM style than Empire Wars. This tower adds an interesting element, right? You can't just snowball Navy, it feels like. But also you can't just camp behind the tower because there's lots of fish outside of the range. And then you still have contest for the golds on both sides. It's interesting. I don't think we'll see an emphasis on water or on land. I think it's going to be a nice little mix for this one. Who knows? Maybe someone will just figure out some boring strategy to go for. And it'll just ruin it for everyone. Okay, Shoals win for Jordan. Japanese loss. Mongols win. And we go on to game number 3. It is play all 3. It's group stage. Other players in their group are... Who else is in their group?
Did you know about Twitch Prime?
Vado. I do now. Thank you for the 13 months. Hera, Jordan, Kapach, Miguel, Ganji, Kingston. So not the strongest group in Platinum League. But full of threats. I mean... Hera expected to top this group probably. I would have either Jordan or Ganji maybe as second. I think Ganji is really hot right now, and I think it's going to put more preparation into this than all the other players in the group. Then Capwatch maybe fourth. Then Kingston and Miguel rounding it out at the bottom, but who knows? Interesting group for sure. If last season of Titans League proved anything, it's that upsets are very possible in a league format where you have play all three sets. Like you can get, if you come out up against a heavy favorite and just take one game, that's huge, right? That's massive. Jordan traditionally struggles against Ganji. Well, you mean traditionally as in like how many sets have they played against each other? Let's see. Head to head. Ganji. They played one set. It was a best of 3. Ganji beat him 2-0. Well, traditionally, Jordan struggles a little bit against Ganji. Historically accurate. I'm not taking that away from you, dude. It is historically accurate. I think Kingston is going to do much better. We'll see. We'll see. How did he do against Hera yesterday? Or did they play that off stream and then it's going to be Rex later on? Because I thought they were supposed to play yesterday. Thank you for being here, everyone. By the way, appreciate it. We appreciate you being here. Neely is playing Kingston now, best of 11. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of best of 11s. I don't know what the theme is. Neely's winning. Will you cast every set today? Oh, Draken versus Yo is oh my god, there's so many sets today. Oh my god. No, I won't. I was planning on just having a short stream because my friend is coming over in like 3 hours from now. I know I wanted to cover this. I didn't realize there were so many sets happening. Okay, we're going on to Arena for our final map. We can look at the civs. Portuguese, Mayans, Dravidians. Probably going to be Portuguese, right? And then Jordan will probably pick... Man, if Ganji goes to that same build that Samaro did, holy... Could be really strong, and I don't know how you really stop that. Maybe you go Turks with Jordan? I think Jordan goes Turks. Co-cast with your friend? My friend has never played Age of Empires ever. He knows that I'm a caster and that I stream, but like I don't think he's never asked for the link to my channel or anything. I don't really like communicate Age of Empires stuff to my real life acquaintances, you know? Unless they ask. Hey boys, why aren't you starting here? Why aren't we starting here, friends? Yo and Viper groups are crazy. Let's take a look. Yo's group is MBL, Leary, Yo, Back, Draken, Dark. Viper's group is Viper, Valessa, Tato, Barles, Sato, Sebastian. I actually think Group A is overall the strongest group. But like Group B and Group D have like they're intimidating, right? But I think overall, in terms of general skill, I think Group A is probably the strongest. Which is Vinchester, Nikov, Doubt, ACCM, Valis running. Like I could literally see any of those players winning that group. Except maybe Valis running, but I could see them both getting second. They can take results off of the big guys. Jordan's group is the weakest. Maybe? I don't know. I think Group B might be the weakest. I think Yo and Leary's group might be the weakest. Obviously, you got the top three there, but Back, Draken, Dark, I don't know. Remember, Back doesn't really play that much anymore. Draken and Dark are still trying to get up to that top tier of players. I've listened to so many meme edits of Weezer that I'm stuck waiting for the song to go right. Really? Saying ain't so. Portuguese against Turks. Is anyone surprised? Okay, so what we're looking for from Ganji here is the same build that Samara went. Samara went up to the feudal age with Portuguese, 23 population, right? Made 2 extra villagers. So he had 24 vills going up to Castle Age and had enough resources not only to click up to Castle Age, but to drop a castle on his opponent as soon as he got there as well. It was incredible. It was a great build. We love it. Mr. Newbie said goodnight and wanted you to know, thank you, Dave. I love the humor you bring with you. Thank you for entertaining us with your time. Aw, Mr. Newbie. He's gone now, though. Good night, dude. Thank you so much. Where do you think he lives? He's going to bed. Jordan, perfect map. He does have the... Oh, my God. He does have the stone back, and he has the gold back. Even this gold isn't that far forward. Nice map for Jordan, for sure. We also have stone at the back and gold at the back for Ganji, but Ganji should be the aggressor here with Portuguese. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to go like Feitoria or something. This is a top-down Geodude? I don't know. This arm, like, he's been doing real curls with this arm. This arm is curl-less. Don't lick your Fetorias, Noon. All right? Please don't lick your Fetorias. If you have a Feitoria, don't lick it. You don't know where it's been. This is a bull's head. Nah. Sometimes it's just nothing, you know? Sometimes it's just not. I think, honestly, I think it's a fat vulture trying to look at his toes. That's what I think. Do you not see it? Do you not see it? You guys don't see it? I see it. It's a kiwi? It could... Oh, a kiwi. Oh, that's a great call out. Yeah, it might be a kiwi. All right, let's take a look at the Portuguese player. Oh, we were taking a look at the Portuguese player. No lumber camp. Notice this. No lumber camp from Ganji. He's just now placing one. He's already at 17 population. That's because he's getting wood from foraging. You can see it trickling in here. It's a new bonus from the Portuguese. That means he goes for the mill first. Get the food and the wood at the exact same time. It's optimal. And that means you can have a really, really tight build because you have to have less villagers on wood throughout the entire process. More villagers on food, you can get up sooner. And it means that you can go up, well, we saw from Samaro, a couple villagers earlier than normal. That's a sexy lumber camp? It is. It's a wonderful lumber camp. It's the lumber camp of champions. Ganji also finishing pushing in his deer. He's still got a boar available to him over here. And it looks like he's going to time this deer perfectly to this boar expiring, and then he can... Oh, things have to be optimal here. That's not optimal. On a tight build like this, things have to be extremely optimal, and that was not so optimal. Shooting the deer that far from the TC. It's not the worst thing in the world, though, and he's sending 2 villagers already out to the gold, and he's going to go up. He's going to go up. 23 population, just like Samara. He was watching. Just don't forget about this boar, okay? A lot of times, people have like these super tight builds, and they're like, yeah, we're pushing the deer in, we're pushing the deer in, and then they forget about the boar timing. So don't forget about the boar timing, please. And don't be confused as to why you don't have enough food once that boar goes in, okay? Oh, fuck. He's going to forget about the boar. Bro, if he forgets about this boar, I swear to God. I swear to God. Dude, I have done this before where you have like a super optimal build and then you're so focused on like doing things correctly at the beginning, but you forget the simplest shit. Right there. It's right here. He's probably thinking, like, how... Okay, is he gonna do this? Is he gonna be able to do this with no fucking boar? Like... No. He doesn't have enough food. He's gonna be looking at this like, why don't I have enough food? Don't think he'll have the wood to FC. He's going for a house now. And I think he's figured it out. He figured it out. Where is all my food? Where is all my food? It was in the boar. Oh, don't kill the boar. Okay, good. Oh, no. He had this all planned out. I was ready to be super impressed, and then he forgot about the boar. Absolutely tragic. Anyway, Jordan is going to get to the feudal H, and Jordan will go for a stable. Bop, there it is. And he's going to play this fairly meta here with scouts. If he knows the, if he knows what the build is, he will maybe try and make scouts before he clicks up, but it looks like the resources are good enough for him to click up and then just make the scouts on the way. Also going for a market as well, so stable market instead of stable blacksmith. Oh, they're fighting. This would be big for Ganji to kill that scout, because Jordan will get automatic light cap upgrade. Ganji's not going to be able to kill it. And Jordan's going to be up before Ganji. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Ganji actually up like 1 second earlier. But the plan with this build is to go 22 villagers, click up to feudal age. 24 villagers, you click up to castle age. Because Ganji forgot his boar, he's going to be up with 26 villagers, which is a full minute behind where he wanted to be. And that's a minute that he can use to run across the map with villagers to make a forward castle with the stone that he's gathering right now. Jordan played against this build on the ladder. Yeah, well, it's not quite this build anymore because Ganji screwed it up. He's going to be kicking himself for that. Doubt is very vocal about stable market versus stable blacksmith. I think stable market makes a lot more sense. You're paying 25 extra wood, but you don't need the blacksmith. What do you need the blacksmith for? If you're scouts versus monks, you don't need it at all. Like, you usually wait till you have 7 or 8 scouts or light cap before you get the blacksmith upgrades anyway. The market is way better. Gives you like a safety net, you know? Jordan's controlling everything. Ganji can't come out yet. And Jordan's got to be like, bro, why is he not in Castle Age yet? And Ganji is forced to go for a castle Monastery first, and then a castle defensively. Still doesn't have loom, by the way. Should probably get that if he's going to head out here with villagers, but he's going to make it defensively. Ganji did it on purpose. Now Jordan doesn't know what to think. Ganji took his board late on purpose. That is something. Now Jordan is... Knowing Jordan, he's probably very confused at this timing. But he won't... He will be able to see this castle. He can just see this castle with this scout up here. I don't know exactly what's going on. That scout is making me stressed? What? Look at this. Ganji's going to get as close as possible and then go for the conversion. Jordan will see that, though, and he'll back away. And now the remaining light cav need to leave. As long as the castle isn't forward, though, Jordan should feel pretty comfortable here. Organ guns are going to take a long time to get across the map. And Ganji's going to spend a lot of resources building them up, which means he can't really extend into further TCs. He could make one right now. I don't know if he'd have the food eco to support it, though. And remember, he needs the wood to produce organ guns. Also, I think he's banking up stone for maybe a follow-up forward castle somewhere in this area. Scout is looking for the monks from Jordan, but Jordan has 3 light cav. And he's going to attempt to block with one of them, get attacks him with the other. Scout too fast. And the organ guns are here now. Jordan needs to hurry up with this relic collection. He's got one coming in right here. He's got another one coming in from the north. Will this guy get inside the base? He does. And Jordan will have 3 relics. However, he need... Good. This is good. This is good. Okay. He's putting a monastery a little bit further back. He's going to put the relics in this monastery anyway, but I think he should transport these back here just in case a castle comes up over here. This monastery is for continued monk production. Is he going to go redemption monks? You need redemption to convert the organ guns. And it is one defensive strategy against it. Okay, but this monastery is just for the relic transport. That makes sense. Is organ guns the only play here for Portuguese against Turks? I don't know. Organ guns is to take map control so you can get some forward positioning. Turks are really tough to deal with if they have a forward position on you. If you don't give them much room to play around with in their own base, suddenly the extra range on their bomber cannons isn't so much of an issue. So I don't have many spaces to run, right? Why you move relics half a screen if you invest time? Wouldn't it be better to put in the back? Yeah, I agree. But it's Jordan we're talking about here, so... And it was a good... You know what? Credit to Jordan. It was a good idea to put the monastery back there because here comes the castle. Expected, right? Jordan still not in a position to click up to Imperial Age. Ganji, well, he's got 3 on food. Even though he's got 10 farms set up, he's only got 3 on food. Building some more houses. Even going for... What? Huh? Is this like a little... This is like a little citadel here? Is he planning on putting a bomber cannon in here or a monk or something? Direct line for the organ... Ah! You might be onto something there. It might be a direct line for the organ guns. They're not going that far around, though. Still. Maybe. Jordan's about to click up. Needs a castle, though. Or a second building. But it's going to be the castle. Bop! 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 His TC in the back. Organ guns coming in. Very dangerous in high numbers. And it's Janissaries from Jordan. And Ganji is only 4 villagers behind. Not even that far behind here. Ganji now buying food once again. Look at this. He's going to click up soon. Kill the market. Jordan's going to need that. We're now getting Loom. Didn't have it before. Janissary is still coming out. And I think, honestly, I think Jordan might be in trouble here. If he's just going into Janissary defense, I mean, those things cost food and gold. And he's going to be cut off a lot of his farming eco. The bomber cannons are going to take a while to come out. As well as the trebs, and I don't even know how many of those he can afford. Can't access this gold. Still has access to his main gold at the back here. Here's the Siege Workshop at the front. Interesting. He is doing a good job with the Janissaries, though. They do have an advantage in range. You can see 1 range for the organ guns here. Or, sorry, 7 range for the organ guns. It's 1 more for the Janissaries. As Redemption coming in for Ganji, as well as Imperial Age. He's going to be about a minute and a half behind Jordan. Redemption will really help his monks against the Bombard cannons, as Jordan is trying to snipe said monks. Ganji trying to get some conversions. Jordan losing a few Janissaries. Going for the Bombard cannons now immediately. And using his Hussars at the back here to try and snipe some villagers or reinforcements coming in, but he's going to lose them. So he goes for a second castle, and that castle doesn't even secure the gold. It just helps him get back to this farming economy. Like, it's for a faster line forward. Ah, there we go. Now he deletes it. It is. It is for a faster line forward. We knew it all along. Haha. Faster line to death. No! Yes! It was all a bait. It was all a bait. He had that planned out from the beginning. Turks bomber cannons or Portuguese bomber cannons? Well, I would prefer Turks bomber cannons over Portuguese. I don't think Arquebus really gets you much in high-level play when everyone's just microing their units after the cannonball is fired. So the ballistics don't really do too much for you, but only after artillery. I would say before artillery. They have extra HP too, right? But I guess Portuguese bomber cannons cost less gold. Give me Fetorias or give me death. Okay, well, you're not dying today, my friend. Fetoria here from Ganji also needs a lot more housing. There's a housing crisis in Portugal right now. He has lost his forward castle, but he's kept Jordan penned in here. Jordan is now on 73 villagers. He's booming up behind this. So his eco is getting a little bit ridiculous now. However, Fetorias from our Portuguese player. 47 villagers from Ganji. Hasn't really stalled out his TC. Only 2 minutes of idle TC time. For such a tight build is pretty good. Imagine, like, look at the position he's in right now. Imagine if he hadn't screwed up his build by forgetting to take his boar. Probably, that first castle probably would have been forward. I thought the Portuguese bonus didn't help siege workshop units. Does it not? I thought it did. Oh, well. How long does it take for a Feitoria to pay off? I don't know. I thought it was all units, yeah. If it includes monks, it's definitely going to include a siege workshop. Artillery. However, like I said, Jordan, not too much space to play with here, right? Ganji's kind of trapping him in here. Ganji has redemption monks with block printing. So artillery is nice and everything, but there's a lot of monks here that you need to kill, and Jordan getting some good shots on the monks. Another Fatoria. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. I love the fact that Ganji hasn't added in bombard cannons behind this. Trebs are so good here. Trebs have 16 range. If the bombard cannons want to get within range of the Trebs, they're going to have to get within range of the monks. Trebs are just super value. Really, really smart from Ganji. And once again, he's just massing crazy amounts of Trebs. Not going for bombard cannons at all. I think really, really smart. You said that wrong? Did I say what wrong? That Trebs are better than bomber cannons? I think they are. Look at this. Just killing houses. And look at Jordan's house. Perfect from Ganji. He's just holding him in here. He's just holding him in, and Jordan's just sitting here like, what? What do I do? Like, if you look at Jordan's point of view, just Trebs shooting him from Narnia. He can't engage here because of the organ guns and the monks. He's trying to build up hussars, and like he can't build up hussars because he's constantly housed because the Trebs are taking out everything. Now their Trebs are going to start working away at the castles. If the castle goes down, it's going to need 20 extra population. Janissaries now being converted. Monks coming in for the Janissaries. Only one monk has died throughout this. Castle will go down, and suddenly Jordan needs more housing space. He's housed once again. He just can't get the Hussar army that he needs, and he's losing more houses at the front. Fantastic play from Ganji. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. The Hussar are now coming in, so this is Jordan's shot here. Ganji splitting up his monks. Multiple conversions coming in. Organ guns trying to get value here. Jordan can still potentially clear this. Ganji did get a bunch of good conversions on the Hussars, but the Hussars are gone. The Hussars are gone now, and the organ guns are still living. However, the monk mass is also gone. Ganji has 11 monks in the queue. Looks like the TCs are about to go down. Treb's going down as well from Jordan. Jordan has pushed back some. More Hussars are going to be converted here. More monks on the way. And even the mill and the farms that Jordan is trying to go for are being taken out by Ganji. Ganji has 15 monks in the queue. I would love to see a forward castle from him. I think a forward castle to support this push would be really nice because Jordan has an opportunity to kill all of this army now. There's the forward castle. Maybe a little bit too late. Maybe a little bit too late. He's still sniping monks. Trebs are dying from Ganji. He's trying to snipe the bombard cannons here. Doesn't get them. Doesn't get them. Maybe here. Nope. And Jordan has survived. Jordan has survived. He's kind of pushed back a little bit. Maybe he has access to this gold again. Getting some more space for the farm eco. It was a good pushback from Jordan. It was a great hold there for a second from Ganji. And behind this, Ganji only with 2 Fatorias. But he does have a castle up now, so that's going to really help against the Hussar, especially with no armor on those things. No more Trebs left over, though. Only 1 in the rear. And that means that he needs to do something about these bombard cannons now, and Jordan has some space to play with. Halberdier is soon to come in here from Ganji. He's still repairing this castle. Jordan is going to lose a bomber. Okay, I know Turks have more HP, but how are they surviving a dead shot? It must be a projectile miss, which only counts for like half the damage. Because the Treb should one-shot a bomber cannon regardless. Bomber Cannon gets taken over. Castle is still up here from Ganji. Does have 15 on stone in addition to his Fetorias. Someone tell me how a Bomber Cannon survives a Trebuchet shot. Even with 100 HP. The Matrix, thank you. Population is dead even, 142 to 142. I think mass monks is never a good idea. So you debate Maudry's existence then. Monks are being garrisoned in the castle. They pop out on the other side. Remember, these Hussar, they have no armor. They have just the first armor upgrade. So they're dying pretty hard to this castle, honestly. But no fletching on the castle either. Monks now trying to convert the Janissaries. There's a lot of cannons here from Jordan. Ganji's trying to get them with his monks. He's now retargeting to the Janissaries. But the castle goes down. Castle goes down, and Jordan's going to push back. Or he's going to try and push back, rather. Ganji is still queuing up monks. Still going for monks. Jordan, still going for Janissaries. How much gold does Jordan have left? He's all out of his main gold. He's just working on his secondary now. And he has 3 relics. Feels like he can come back and take this one, too. Pretty securely for the time being. Need to watch some Maudry games that... Oh, just watch any arena game. I've seen Maudry with like 50 monks before. Do you remember that? Do you guys remember that one Maudry? I think it was Maudry Kingston game we watched. Oh my god. My man opens with 4 monasteries in the center. Fast Castle 4 monastery. Heresy. Heresy's big. Heresy's really big. Heresy is the biggest. Does Ganji not see the goldness of the... He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He's taking the gold in the center because he probably wants to deny that off of Jordan, and he wants villagers in the middle early anyway. He's got Fetorias for gold income. Like, he has a limited amount of villagers. He's stopped making villagers. He's at 63 right now. Jordan continues to add villagers. I think Ganji's grand plan is to add more Feitoria. He's going to figure out that Jordan has Heresy pretty soon. Heresy's going to be big here. It means his units die instead of being converted to the other side. And Jordan's going to find these villagers over here. Oh, boy. Ganji cannot afford to lose villagers. Cannot afford to lose villagers. He did add another Feitoria. And Jordan now trying to make a tech switch into Cav Archers. Ganji kind of yeets away that Bomber Cannon. Jordan is still kind of stuck in his base. He's expanding a little bit to this side, but Ganji is holding on to the center area. And Jordan does need to clear this if he's ever going to win this game. Do we see a 4th Feitoria from Ganji? Why Cav Archer? Because that's the best composition long term for Turks. Okay, Hussar coming in, and they're gonna snipe all the monks. Jordan doesn't care if he loses his big Hussar army here. Sniping the monks is worth it for him. More monks being queued up. He's down to 0 now, Ganji. As Ganji shifts over to this side, he's trying to go for a TC on that stone. Outpost is there from Jordan. He'll just TC right beside that. And he will be cutting off this gold now. Jordan is running out of gold supply. And monks dead again. I don't like them. Okay. Cool. The monks forced an entire army to run in there and snipe them. That's how much of a threat they are to Jordan. Also forced out heresy, which is 1,000 gold investment. It's not only about their effectiveness, it's about what they force your opponent to do as well. Ooh, yikes. Better fix that mill back there, Buster. But yeah, as soon as Ganji lost these castles forward here, it was always going to be tough for him because he's just too far behind in eco, even with the Fetorias. Even with the Fetorias. And the Cav Archers are going to clear up the hand cannons. It looks like Jordan's going to win this game. It was an impressive pushback from him. It was really touch and go there for a second. I think Ganji needed that forward castle like 2 or 3 minutes earlier than he did. You know the castle he put right here, the one that went down? If he had that when the Hussar first came out, and he had enough stone in the bank, I believe, then I don't think the Hussar can ever clear up what they cleared up. And he would have kept the momentum going with that push. But all Jordan needed was a couple minutes to kind of reset himself and get his eco rolling. That's exactly what he got. Impressive stuff from Ganji. Screwed up the build for sure, forgetting to go for that boar, which really impacted the game. But great pushback there from Jordan. Should put first castle forward. Well, the plan is to put the first castle forward, but he messed up his build. Remember, he was a minute behind to Castle Age. So he actually got to Castle Age the same time as Jordan, which means Jordan already has Light Cav, and you can't go forward with a castle if your opponent has Light Cav. You're just going to lose all your vills. He screwed up. He forgot to go for the boar. He forgot to go for the boar, dude. It's so classic. Like, anyone who has experimented with a build for like a tournament game knows exactly that feeling. You're on maybe a weird map, you experiment with a build in the practice games you do against the AI or whatever, just testing it out, it goes fine. And then you get into the tournament game and you forget to take your boar. Brutal.